Ancient Egypt meets everything else in this quintessential play by Tim Rice and Andrew Lloyd Webber that's currently showing at the Theatre on the Bay in Camps Bay. I caught up with some of the stars behind the scenes of Joseph and the amazing Technicolour Dreamcoat.
Your journey over the last few years in musical theatre has been absolutely fantastic. What is it that makes you keep on coming back, and especially this time around for Joseph?
This has only been a 3-year journey for me. It's been, 13 years since Idols, and that's what people know. But I feel that these type of shows takes me to the people, and people get to see a different part of who Bianca is. I get to dance, I get to act, I get to sing, I get to do it all in one production, which is really exciting. But also, I know I'm saying so much, but it's so important to me. Being a solo artist, it's very lonely. You're just on this lonely journey of trying to make things happen. When you're in a company like this with such talented people and such passionate people, it just feeds a lot of things. It feeds your spirit, it feeds your heart, it feeds your mind. It pushes you, it challenges you in so many ways. So that's why I do it.
If there's one thing people think about musical theatre but they're totally wrong, what is that one thing?
It's about message. You know, every story has a message. Every story has a journey.
Yeah.
And sometimes an audience comes here and they just want to be entertained. Joseph specifically has very deep meanings and very deep stories in it. You know, forgiveness. He gets sold by his brothers. His brothers sell him, and he forgives them. He actually forgives them for selling him. You know, audiences forget also what we go through as artists. They just see what they choose to see, but specifically on the stage that we're standing right now, it's a rake stage, it's a slant.
Yeah.
And they got to dance in here, and it's very challenging. Our bodies are broken by the 8th show on a Sunday, which is not something that we share with everybody, because that's not what you do. You don't, if you're a doctor, you're not gonna
complain
be
about
telling
the
about
hours,
all the long hours. But I must say that when you get a comment like, it's a nice show, and you've just done your 8th show and you've given your last little bit, you know, it's sometimes not cool to just hear it's a nice show.
It's not a nice show.
It's a great show.
Your musical theatre journey has come full circle until now. Of course, starting your career out with this role and then now playing it once again.
It definitely is a full circle moment. I mean, I don't think a lot of performers get a second chance at reprising a role. I was very young the first time I did it, and I think there was a lot of insecurities, because you want to be good, you know, and you want to prove to the industry that your place in the spotlight is, you know, warranted. And so now I'm a little bit more experienced, a lot more confident, and yeah, it's such a gift to be doing this again.
And your favorite quality of Joseph?
My favorite quality, I would say, is that he is tremendously hopeful, you know, because he goes through a lot of hectic, you know, situations within the show, but I think through all of that he remains very hopeful, and I think that's a very admirable quality.
I'm going to put you on the spot, and I want you to be entirely honest. What's the most embarrassing moment that happened to you while you were performing on stage?
Oh my goodness. So last week there's one scene where he's obviously been in prison for very many years, and one of my colleagues pulls me out of the pit, and I literally just wear little hot pants, and as he pulls me up from under the stage, my mic got caught into like the corner of the stage, so half my pants was like almost like, you know.
So
like
you're
down.
almost full commando.
I was almost full commando, and I almost like exposed my bare necessities to the audience.
If you're looking for sequence, a spectrum of color and a good message, well then Joseph and the amazing Technicolour Dreamcoat should be right up your alley.